Okay, so we are back. We are live now on something called Forge, which is an alternative hosting solution. It turns out that we had some major problems with the DigitalOcean droplet that I was using, so now we just got someone else to take care of the tech issues, and I'll just pay them money to do it instead. So this is just going to be a little, 15-minute gap filler, because we've got a few people here that can finish the scene that was going on in the tavern, before we're going to turn over to Kernt and Antarius for the start of the next session. So this is a little 5.5. So here, we're just going to resolve the end of this little scene, now that you have defeated the Witch Hunter and his hired thugs. The throes of battle have been raging inside this tavern. Many of the patrons have already fled. The bartender is cowering behind the bar side. Terrified, he's got this blunderbuss clutched in his quivering hands. He's too scared to actually use it on you after he's just watched you massacre your way through about half of his patrons. Adolphus Kuftos is the witch hunter is still on the floor here. He's wriggling and he's squirming and he's groaning in pain, but he's not in any condition to fight you anymore. He's lost his sword, he's lost his pistol, his crossbow is still slung over his back, although it's been damaged now because he's fallen on it. He's not in a very good state at all. And now, looking down at him, you feel the rage of Khorne flowing through you. Lorne, you have a decision to make here. If you permit the Dark Gods to take control, you may reduce one corruption from yourself, Witold, and Runk.
Oh god,
Do it.
That's a harsh one. No, but if I do it, I know that...
Do not consult with your allies. You must decide for yourself.
I'm gonna resist these whisperings in my head, because I did not mean to engage with them at all.
Okay. Make a challenging cool test for me, please.
You know what you did last session. Even if you tried to say, oh, I didn't realise it wasn't the lady, you know the truth.
Oh, I failed miserably.
Do you have any fortune points left?
No, I used them all.
Do you want to take a dark deal?
No. I failed to restrain my rage.
Alas, there was an opportunity here for you to help your party, but instead, as you tried to resist the power of the god of war, you found that, no, there is no resisting such power. You let out a ferocious, agonizing shriek, and you feel as though the world itself trembles around you as you become an avatar of Khorne himself, and your sword comes down, and you kill this man in cold blood as you slice open his neck, ferociously stabbing him again and again and again, and you just stab him and you stab him. And he gurgles and struggles on the floor, groaning in pain. As the light fades from his eyes, blood pours from his mouth as you stab him again and again. And then you're so tired. Gain one corruption.
Gain one oh, god damn it.
Should have taken the dark deal, mate.
Should have taken the dark deal. I mean, it wouldn't have made anything.
Well, you might be able to resist killing him, and we could have got some information. But either way, Runk is cheering in the background. He loves some cold-blooded murder.
Sorry, no, I've changed my mind. You don't receive a point of corruption for that. Because in retrospect, it's kind of invalidating your decision not to take the dark deal. So, no, you don't gain a point of corruption for that. Witold, I believe you are unconscious, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you're currently unconscious and under a table. Well, Runk is pretty much fine, but he's covered in a lot of blood. This is not his own.
So I'm going to kind of, upon seeing Lorne commit such an act even I wouldn't consider.
Despite cheering for it.
Yeah, well, I was still enraged then, but as I come to my senses, I'll just suddenly, my eyes will open wide and I'll go, Witold! And I'll run back over and pull out my healer's kit and start trying to sort him out, stabilise him.
Okay, so Runk, you scurry under the table. You see your friend. You can see the whites in his eyes. He's not even. He's like catatonic. He's not even responding to you properly as you call his name. You drag him out from underneath the table. He's covered in his own blood and the blood of others as well. And you don't know if he's going to make it.
I'd like to try and heal him with my medical kit and with my medicine skill.
Okay. I think because you've got that injured toe, I think you need to make a roll, if I'm not mistaken.
To cure the amputation, he needs to make a surgery skill, doesn't he?
Yeah. I'm just trying to find where the wound injuries. Something about a toe? Amputated toe? Is that the one?
It was amputated toe. That's the one.
Amputations require healing. I think he has to test whether he actually gets it first.
Yeah, it's bleeding toe. Currently it's just bleeding toe, I think.
Yeah, okay, so it's gain 1 bleeding condition. After the encounter, make a challenging endurance test. If you fail, lose 1 toe. A challenging endurance test.
Can I help him because I'm trying to stabilise him?
No, because this is determining whether or not he's already lost the toe.
Ah, okay.
But you might be able to use surgery to, fix it.
Yeah. I'll take a dark deal for your toe, my friend.
He definitely can't take one for his toe. Or maybe he can.
You have a choice here, grow tentacles or keep a toe.
What do you want, tentacles or toes? The choice is yours.
I'm pretty sure if he was to lose that toe, what would happen was he'd grow goat legs that replace the toe.
This is a toughie.
The decision is yours.
How bad is losing the toe?
Well, I can tell you the effects of an amputated toe. Loss of toes has an adverse effect on your balance. For each toe lost, suffer a permanent loss of -1 to your agility and weapon skill characteristics.
I'll be having that. I get to take a dark deal.
That's brutal. He's voluntarily crossing into the dark.
Yeah, can I use the dark deal to give me... Or is it only fortune?
No! Do you not have any fortune left?
No.
No, I'm pretty sure he spent his fate point.
He did spend a fate point.
I got 1 fate point left, so...
What do you want? Do you want a mutation or do you want a lost toe? Alright, well, you might not even succeed the test, dude.
Well, no, because you can add 1, can't you? And then
can he add 1 success? No, that's a fortune point.
Oh,
that's a fortune point. Yeah, the dark deal is inherently capricious. Oh, fucking god.
Well, no, this is the thing as well, because I've got that factorial, don't I? I get to heal bleeding conditions without a heal test. 1 per critical wound.
Yeah, but that's not healing.
Yeah, you can heal his bleeding condition for sure. But
it's 1 per critical wound though, so I could use it on his toe and that would stop the critical wound, wouldn't it?
No, they're different things.
No,
you heal the critical wound in and of itself, but you don't heal the amputated toe. As a result of the critical wound.
I'm trying to help you, but they're not letting me.
Sorry, buddy. The fun police say no.
Also, your reroll on that endurance test is far worse.
Zinch has decided that it is within his plan and desirable to him that you lose a toe. And you've gained more corruption for your trouble. Welcome to Warhammer.
Isn't that a willpower test as well now to see whether he mutates?
I think indeed. Let me just pull up the rule book.
Or is it a cool test?
I think it's cool.
I've ever passed cool.
Let me see. Corruption. Corrupting. Should you ever gain more corruption points than your willpower bonus plus your... Wait, I think... No, I think it's more than your willpower and your toughness.
Okay, so he's fine for now. Anything more...
Willpower plus stuff. Yeah, so if you take 1 more, then you corrupt. So you're at 5 out of 5, right? You don't corrupt yet, but you're gonna.
Well, no, I'm not going to. I mean, obviously, you give me opportunity.
Well, maybe you'll suddenly become the absolute most pious. Maybe you'll just turn into a witch hunter right now. He's just going to become a wolfkin of Ulrich, like right now, and then never gain more chaos ever again.
Let's give him the hat.
So, unfortunately, Mr. Whittold, effects, injuries. I must now apply to you an amputated toe.
And also, until that's properly amputated, he's down 1 maximum wound permanently.
Well, that's what I'm here for, you know.
That's what
you can heal that. You can heal that, I think.
Yes, that should be healable. Let me just pull up the little page on healing that we've got in the rule book, so that we can do the rules properly. Combat healing, page 181. Healing a critical wound. Critical wounds do not count as healed until all conditions they inflict are removed and all non-permanent negative modifiers are resolved. Okay. So you need to receive medical attention.
That's
which is
me,
the
baby.
successful use of the heal skill and the application of a bandage, healing poultice, or similar. Okay, surgery.
So he can definitely heal normal wounds with a heal test and that, and bandage and that.
I do have several bandages.
Do you have the surgery talent?
No, but I have medicine.
Yeah, you are not capable of performing surgery. You require the surgery talent to do so.
So you can't heal the toe, but you can.
You can stop the bleeding, and you can give him triage, but you're not capable of performing the surgery to fix his toe. You need to find a doctor or a barber surgeon.
Right, well, I will use a bandage on him then.
You can use the heal skill to give him medical attention.
What was if I fail that heal skill? Do I chop off his foot? Like, you know?
You don't think you can make it worse, can he?
Well, in that case, then I will try the heal first.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like, if you fail it, then you're going to have to use the bandage in order to treat him.
Yeah.
Right. So, what's the difficulty level?
It is annoyingly not wanting to tell me.
It's your choice, I think. But because you used a fate point, you want to make it more easy for him to survive and get back on his feet.
Successful use of the heal skill. I think if I find the heal skill itself in the skill list, it'll give me that info. Been trained. Heal wounds equal to your intelligence bonus. And plus success level. Okay. A failed healing test can potentially cause wounds if your intelligence bonus plus success level totals less than 0. On an astounding failure, your patient will also contract a minor infection.
What's your intelligence?
The difficulty is going to be average.
Okay.
So you need to fail by 4 or 5, or more to actually do any damage.
I am fairly confident I'll be okay.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah, okay, so Runk is able to apply triage, and he's able to patch Whittold's wound up. I think you can also remove the bleeding condition using that, if I'm not mistaken.
Didn't you say he fell on it and it clotted when he used his fate point?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, he did, didn't he? He clotted it. Yeah, he would be. Runk would have been able to heal it anyway, even if he did have it, because of the success level. So, yep, that's all fine. You've managed to patch up Whittold successfully. I think that lets you heal wounds. So
Wounds and stand
you're
back up.
fixing. You're not fixing the bleeding condition, because it's already fixed. Oh, is it page 181?
So he's just on 3 wounds now, isn't he?
Wish to heal more wounds, you need to be attended by someone with a heal skill. I think, is there a limit on how many times you can do it a day? Or can you just like spam heal? I'm pretty sure there must be some kind of limitation on it. Now that I'm looking at it.
Say.
It doesn't make any sense that you could just like spam heal. I just need to find the actual page for it.
This pub is way cooler.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so I think you're able to give him 3 wounds back.
I mean, just to stop the heal skill being spammed, might be an idea just to house rule it that you can heal after every combat or after every few hours.
I'd say each person can be healed once, either per day or after a combat.
Do it after a combat to represent healing the fresh wounds, but no more than what they suffered in that combat. And then
Yeah, I suppose that
once
makes
per
sense.
day.
I'll look into it some more, but we'll just move forward for now. I'll go and
He's
find what the
alive,
actual
that's the
rules
main
are.
thing.
Yeah,
The
he's alive,
point is,
that's
he
the main-
at the moment he is now on 3 wounds, which means he can become conscious.
Hey.
Whilst
We're told.
Run is healing him up, I'm going to pick up the pistol and then point my sword at the bartender and shout, "Get out!" And you didn't see anything.
Roll an easy intimidate test, please. The bartender screams in panic, drops his blunderbuss, and immediately runs through the door, bolting it behind him.
I'm also now going to check to see if there's anything of note on the witch hunter that might give a clue that he could have told us had he not been brutally murdered.
I'm just going to turn around and in like a sing-songy voice say to the Briton, I thought Britons didn't use firearms.
Oh yeah, you just threatened someone with a firearm!
No, I was meaning threatening him with my sword, not the firearm.
Then why are you holding a firearm?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm sure you did. So, yeah, you're examining the body. Alright, so he's got on him. He possesses a male coat, male coif, male chaussées, his
Damn, he was
sword, a pair of manacles,
Manacles.
and a letter.
I'm going to strip him of everything.
Okay,
Stuff it all in my backpack.
you start looting this man of his valuables.
I can't wait to see you try and carry all this.
I'm wearing a backpack.
I think,
so
can I like directly transfer this into your inventory? Let me just see if I can do that.
Well, as now Whittled stable, I'm going to do the same thing to all the fucking normies.
Make sure you save my bits.
So you should now have on your person.
Yeah, I see it.
You should have those, and you've also received. Is everyone here literate? I don't think you are you?
I am
I
literate.
am.
The dwarf's literate.
Okay. I'm wondering if there is a way for me to only reveal this to certain people. I think there is. If you go to your...
Also, whilst you're setting that up, I'm going to very slowly waddle over to Whittled, carrying all this armor. And just say, put this on so you don't get wounded next time. And hand him the Shos and Coif.
Okay, if you check the scroll tab for your journal entries, you should have a
Letter.
new letter that you can view, assuming that you're literate, of course.
I'm going to read it out loud as after I chuck the armor at Whittled. I'm going to read it out loud for his benefit.
Okay, Whittled is... Well, you're not really in a position to say no to this armor, I guess. You can gonna resolve that later.
By the way, I'm never letting go of the fact that you're taking this firearm. Even though you've said you're going to sell it, I'm never letting it go.
It's also tempting to take the blunderbuss.
Okay, so Lorne, you unfold.
Say I'm going for that.
You unfold this this letter. Do you want to read it, or should I read it?
Oh, sorry. My dear Herr Kuftos, you may recall a certain conversation we had last Brotzeit in the public bar of the Hook and Hatchet in Null. At the time, you mentioned your interest in the activities of a certain society whose name I shall not mention here. In particular, you were very anxious to trace the whereabouts of a certain officer known only as the Magister
Impedimente.
I am now able to confirm each and every one of your suspicions. After your departure, I made some discreet inquiries and managed to ascertain the person you seek uses the name Castor Leenberg. In accordance with your plan, Herr Leenberg will be travelling towards Altdorf on the Middenheim Road at some time towards the end of the month of Jardrunk. I also have the good fortune to secure a likeness of Herr Leensberg, which I enclose with this letter. If I remain, sir, your most obedient servant, QF.
Enclosed with this letter is an artist's sketch of Kern Scheifer.
Well, at least we have a reason for him now.
I think this must be the... Because I know that there was the likeness that they found in the woods.
No, you don't.
Yeah, Antarius told me.
Yeah, Antarius did tell him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He just hasn't seen the letter.
No, he still hasn't seen... I think Antarius told him the gist of it, but you haven't physically seen that letter, no.
Exactly. Antarius told me the gist of it, and I'm assuming from the likeness of the image that there is supposed to be Castor Leenberg and not Kernt.
The mystery unravels further, the rabbit hole goes deeper.
So, Kernt, what's his relation to this Magister Impedimente? That's why the witch hunter's been chasing us.
I don't think he's related at all from what you said. They were just similar looking.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard it.
No, these are identical. They're definitely related somehow.
Whittled sits up from his agonizing pain to just chirp into the conversation.
Heard of a ring like that.
Get this man some drugs. Jeez. Where's his opium? Come on.
That's a good point. I'm gonna hand him. I'm gonna hand him some of them drugs.
Some of them drugs.
Smoke up, my friend. I'll carry you if needed.
Yeah, when we go through your trappings, remember to subtract one from the doses that you've got.
I will do.
Yeah, I'm also over encumbered, so something's getting left behind.
Is that
Really?
because you are now in possession of that male coif? There's a male coif in your effects for some reason.
Yeah, and the chest.
You actually took those on. Okay, cool. I'll delete
Yeah,
them.
he's wearing a male shirt, male coif, male chosses, and a leather jack and a leather leggings.
Deleting the shows and Coif from mine then.
And yes, you are indeed over encumbered. So, you stand now in the wreckage of a butchered and slaughtered tavern. There's blood everywhere. This place has been ruined. Nobody is left in the tavern. The barkeep is cowering in fear. You can hear him trembling
Barkeep's
on the
ran
other
out.
side.
Barkeep ran away. Yeah.
Yeah, he's locked himself behind that door.
I'd like to go and empty the till, please.
I'm going to use this as an opportunity to scout to see if any of the thugs have anything of interest on them.
I've already done that, mate. I said that ages ago while you were checking that.
Oh, did you?
Stop trying to get all the loot.
Okay. I didn't hear you say. I didn't hear you say that.
Oh, okay. No, I said.
Check
Anyway.
the recording.
I
Anyway.
said now Whittled.
We got it on tape. We got it on tape.
You should do. I said.
Right.
I said now Whittled is stabilized. I'd like to check the corpses.
Okay, you find 24 brass pennies. And you also
Did the witch hunter not have any gold on him?
you're able to well, you did you actually no. No, he did not. Believe it or not.
God.
Yeah, no.
Bastard.
No, he did not. Sorry, no, I'm wrong. I'm looking in the wrong place. No, he did have some money. He had 1 gold crown,
This is bullshit.
20 silver shillings, and 240 brass pennies. Oh, no! No, sorry, I'm talking shit. He just had 1 gold crown. Wait, no! I'm reading this wrong. He didn't have any money. Yeah, no, total 0D. Total 0D. Yeah, no, he didn't have any money.
Cheap bastard.
I was about to say he's walking around with the
I was-
equivalent
yeah,
of a
no.
fucking bank.
I was reading out the, like, conversion rate for the money, rather than how much he actually had.
I was surprised when you said 20 silver. And
Yeah, no, I was reading out the conversion. He actually, no, he has no money.
He's just carrying 3 gold.
He does not have a coin on him.
The cheap bastard.
Or maybe it's somewhere else.
Up his arse.
Yeah.
Check
You
it
got to check the rectal
The very
cavity.
fact that I stripped him of everything, surely any purses would have fallen out if he had.
Yeah, you've disgracefully stripped him down to his brace, and now he's just kind of lying there in his own blood, dead.
Did the thugs have any good weapons, or were it just like cudgels?
They're all carrying improvised weapons. They have 1 each. You can take one if you want.
Oh,
Nah,
then I
it's
should have
fine.
been on more health because improvised weapons are undamaging.
Well, I don't think they are improvised weapons. They're clubs.
You just said
But
they were
they
improvised
but they don't. No, it's a
Basically,
club.
he's saying they're not valuable.
They're not valuable. They are blunt weapons, right, of some description that is equivalent to a club.
Yeah.
Improvised weapon
yeah,
was
I-
the wrong term to use. I mean, like they're not valuable weapons.
I'll hold on to
Yeah.
my pennies then and check the till.
Okay, you do so. Can you make for me a perception test? It'll be
Always.
average.
I can always make those damn perception tests.
Not bad.
Oh! Oh!
You find 20 silver shillings.
Oh, thank God. I found something valuable at least.
Indeed, you found yourself a gold crown there.
Yeah,
Look how the tables turn, huh?
I know.
To the
Happiness.
point, how are we going to share this all out?
You can't complain. You're busy screaming.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I've brought you back to life and you've got a fuck ton of armour. Like, you're
Yes,
currently
you
doing
have
the
a-
best of everyone.
He like sits up screaming, now dressed in like a male suit of armor, and he goes, "Where's my money?"
Yeah. I'll quite happily take the armour off if you want
Whittled has
to
priorities.
silver.
He has priorities, and I respect it.
Oh, I lost the turret. I defended you guys. I didn't want to fight him.
This is why you're now a tanky son of a.
Yeah. You earn
You
your
can't.
armour.
You can't say. You can't say the right word. You're a Bretonian. You can't use that word.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna. Now I've kind of calmed down a bit. Oh, I'm fatigued as well. Let's put that on.
I'm gonna pick up the witch hunter's hat, stick it on my head, and chop off his head.
Oh, aggressive.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, I already went this far, so I might as well go further.
So, okay, the Bretonian knight takes another man's hat, a witch hunter's hat, and then chops off his. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, you now possess the severed scalp of witch hunter Adolphus.
The severed head, not just the scalp, the entire head.
Okay, the entire head. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock on that door between the two. So as I'm around by the back of the till, I'm gonna
Yep.
knock on that door and say, "Sir, is everything okay?
Please don't hurt me.
We
I
have
take
no
it you-
interest in hurting you, but the thieves that you had in your tavern were liars and cads.
What's happened?
We will dispose of the bodies for you, taking them outside. I believe it is in your best interest to report this as someone else's doing. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I never saw you. I never saw no one.
Brilliant. I suspect what happened here was that they all got into an argument over pay, as he was a cheap bastard, and they all slaughtered each other. Yes.
Yeah, that's how I remember it. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, in that case then, I hope you have a pleasant evening.
I take it you also pick up the blunderbuss as you're behind the bar now.
Yeah, I sent that for you. I have a blunderbuss.
Okay, you have now acquired a blunderbuss.
Woohoo! This is going straight to Kent. Right. Yeah, I'm.
There is going to be a flawed quality on that blunderbuss, but we'll come to that later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did the pistol have any qualities or anything?
That is a good question.
And the rapier as well. Did they have any qualities, or were they just bog standard?
That is a good question. I'm inclined to say yes, but I'm going to tell you in a second. I'm looking at the wrong book.
We need to give Kern something better than a fucking dagger.
Well, I mean, I've got a rapier to give to someone. I was thinking I'd give it to the elf.
If we just load him up with one-shot weapons, he'll be fine.
How much coin did you get for me, boys?
I got 10 brass pennies, mate. It's a pretty poor bar.
I've got a head.
So I lost a toe for Kant and saving your guys' skin. I don't even get any coins out of it. Terrible.
No, mate, here,
You're
you
wearing
can have,
full mail at this point.
you can have all these brass pennies. I hand him 10 brass pennies. You can have all of this loot, and I believe Lorne, the reckless pistol wielder, has given you these lovely pieces of armour too.
Alright, I'll take the armour. You can keep it. Well, I'll have the pennies. Go on.
Are you going to try putting it on now, just so you're less encumbered if you're not already wearing it?
No, I sorted out my encumbrance. I
Okay.
leveled up strength.
That's one way of doing it.
Well, yeah, I've handed you the 10 brass pennies. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. You missed so much, mate. Like, Lorne scooped up that pistol and shot him in the chest. It was incredible.
I did not shoot him, and I
Then why are you carrying the pistol?
Okay, just on the point of the weaponry that was acquired.
Yep.
The pistol is indeed fine. That is the quality that it has.
Cool.
The sword that he carried is lightweight. And the blunderbuss that was acquired is shoddy.
How do I change that on the sheet?
That is a very good question.
That is a very good question, isn't it? I think if you go into trappings, edit, details, qualities. So if you go to the trapping itself and then you click the little pencil button and then you go to details, you'll see there are qualities and flaws.
Ah.
Details, qualities. Oh yeah, flaws.
I think
So
you can just.
add in shoddy.
I think you just type it in and it will recognise it.
It hasn't recognised it for me, I don't think, unless I've...
It's added it in the word shoddy for me. I had to put a comma
added the
on.
word.
Comma space type shoddy. Or type fine or whatever it was. I don't know if it changes the effect of it though. But...
No, it hasn't.
Fine
Lightweight
does
just
not.
means the encumbrance is -1, so I'll just manually change that.
Yeah. So that one's what that does. But for the fine one doesn't actually have a mechanical impact. It's a sign of social status.
Cool. I'll just change it in the name.
Yeah, just change his name to Fine Pistol if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna lift Whittle to his feet and try and support him. And kind of keep his foot off the floor by, basically being a crutch because I'm that height. Oh, Whittle, it was incredible. You should have seen it. He took one man's head off. He shot the witch hunter in the chest. He kept hacking at him and hacking at him. It was It was an insane thing.
I did not shoot him
Fake
Then
news!
why are you carrying the pistol?
because it marks him as a witch hunter. Who else
Yeah,
has such
yeah.
a fine gun? We do not want to leave this lying around as evidence.
Yeah, I just nod at Whittled and say that. He would say that, wouldn't he?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have a look at the witch hunter to see like if I can see a big.
Whittle, can you say that in a more pained and agonised voice, please?
Sorry, I was describing an action rather than.
Yeah, can you say that? I want you to describe your action in a pained and agonised voice.
As I carry you over, I'll carry you over and go, look, here. Oh, he's caved in his chest with the amount of blows he did. Unfortunately, you could see the bullet hole.
Oh, I forgot to actually mark him as
There is
dead.
no
lol.
bullet hole. I stabbed him
I now-
and stabbed him and stabbed him.
I now refer to my actions in the third person as a result of my injury. So I'm going to look down at him to see what he's.
What are you looking at,
Oh
sorry?
yeah,
I were told. I'm looking.
Shut the fuck up. What are you looking at?
He's looking at the bullet hole.
Bullet hole in the witch hunter.
You're looking for a bullet, right? Okay, so yeah, you can make a average perception test to see if you can spot whether or not there's
you're
actually a
gonna
bullet hole.
fail that.
I know, it's going to be great. And I'll be able to tell everyone that you broke your deal. and say-
Whittled, you're a pretty keen-eyed guy. You're pretty sure this guy didn't die to a bullet.
I mean, he looks like he died because someone caved him in like a million times. Like, begs the question,
it was-
Bretonian, what did you do?
I was so angry at him. I've been badly hurt by that.
Isn't that
I
against
just couldn't
your
contain my
code?
rage.
Is it against your code?
It was though he was taken over by chaos itself. It was insane.
He wasn't a noble. He doesn't deserve any rights. A Bretonian noble.
I just look at him with shock. I thought you were supposed to fight against chaos for the lady, not slaughter those who also fought against chaos in cold blood.
You were
I gave
supposed to
him
bring
numerous
balance.
opportunities to yield.
Even I would not have done that, Bretonian.
You were supposed to fight chaos, not join it.
You were
You
supposed
my
to bring
brother.
balance to the chaos.
Tell me of your Slayer's vow, and we'll see who's really the right of mind.
Simple. I'm here to destroy chaos and to earn an honourable death, not slaughter those who are already on the floor, injured and dying.
Ah, but I know something of Slayer's vows. How did you, what made you take your Slayer's vow?
Irrelevant. I've made the Slayer's vow.
Anyway, I'm gonna walk.
Can
out
all
there.
of you please make a challenging intelligence test?
God.
Yes, I am very intelligent.
Challenging. Oh, no, I can't.
Oh, neither
Whittled.
either.
Also, Whittle, that's an initiative test.
That is an initiative test, buddy.
That's the wrong eye.
Can I use that same roll?
Nope. Try again.
Oh, thank
no,
God,
good
that's
idea,
alright.
Whittled, you are cognizant of the fact that having spent a lot of time in a lot of towns in Reichland delivering messages, you think that after a brawl like this, the Watch is probably going to be here in the next 5 minutes to investigate.
I was just about to say I was leaving the bar anyway, holding the head.
Yeah, we better get out of here, lads.
Right, Whittled, I'll take you. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna kind of like carry him towards the door.
Okay. So you carry him towards the door. Yeah, you don't need to make a check for that. That's fine. You're strong enough.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and like take some back alleys, but obviously not that one with the wall.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna follow them, keeping an eye out for anyone who might be tailing us.
Enemies and shadows. Do I have one for Weisbrook? I think I do. Just 1 secundo.
I can't wait to convince everyone you used a gun. Every
I hope
Bretonian I
Whittle
meet.
will stand up for me, because I gave him a fortune in armor just then.
Not if he wants any drugs, he won't. Or medical help.
You
shouldn't
mean-
pick up that pistol.
What I'll say, Lorne, is like at least he gave me 10 copies.
Just a one moment,
Did
please.
you give me?
Your bloody armor.
I believe we split that as the parties fight.
Oh, why is that? Hang on a second. I just need to configure. That's weird. Why is the grid not showing up? Huh. Hello, grid. Why are you not displaying yourself?
I am Grid.
Fully armored now. Although my arm's only got one armor.
Oh, gridless.
I gave you 3 gold's worth of armor just
Yeah,
then.
a square grid.
So
Hey,
don't you look?
You've got a pistol worth 8 gold. I'm not letting you get away with it.
Oh, I'm planning on selling that in the next town over.
That's my point. I'm not letting you get away with that.
Selling it in the next town over.
Yeah, the entire canal ride, I'm telling everyone about the brave Bretonian who used firearms, and he's now trying to sell the evidence to get away with it.
I mean, I think the bravest one there was like the brave guy.
So I think, if I'm not mistaken, you guys should now be able to see on the map.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. And obviously, you're going to be coming into contact with Antarius and Kern fairly soon. So I'm going to have you guys over towards the side here, and basically, you're going to be arriving. We're going to go when the next session starts. We're going to go back in time a little bit to what's going on with these guys, and we're going to have a little bit of a flashback. And then when they've done their thing, that's where you guys are going to be walking in from. All right.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Okay, so that's where this session is going to finish up for now. You guys, all 3 of you, gain 40 experience points.
Nice.
Yeah, a hefty sum.
Do I get any bonus for being a suicidal dwarf?
No. You share in the spoils of your glory like a true communist.
I need 10 more, Liam. Come on.
I'll give you 5.
You're a prick. You're the worst.
The dwarf gets 45.
Just 49 XP. Oh, great. Yeah,
49. No, it only comes in multiples of 5. I can't give you that.
Well, I don't care. I'm just. I'm on 50.
While you're giving some away, I could do with 20 more.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah. I
I'm
just
deeply
need
unhappy.
95 to level up.
Don't forget, you haven't done the vote for last session, so there's still 20 XP up for grabs,
I need
I'll
20.
stop.
and we'll do that. Someone remind me, because I know you'll remind me because you're all XP thirsty bitches. Someone remind me at the start of next session that you need to do the vote for last session to determine who gets
Yeah, all right.
bonus XP. All right?
Yeah.
Will do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Right. Okay. So that is going to be the
I wanna
end.
level up.
That's going to be the end of session 5.5.